Welcome to Sanding to Sailing. I'm Norm. Follow along as I refit my 1989 Com-Pac 27. I'm back working on the ports. I find that doing a couple at a time keeps me focused so I don't try to rush through the process and mess things up. I'm still using flits on the inside of the ports. I really like how it shines them up. I'm using a wheel buffer on a drill which works pretty well. It's very meticulous though. Like I've said, the results are really satisfying. It's almost like looking in a mirror. Moving back outside, I'm experimenting with something a little different on the ports and cleats. Although flits really shines up the ports nicely, I found that they water stain pretty easily. And I really don't want to manage them that closely, so I decided to use Barkeeper's Friend, followed by wax on the exterior. It gives the ports and cleats a really nice antique look, and I think they'll be easier to maintain over time. Here's the before and after shot of my docking cleats. The bow cleats, which I've not yet done, are very tarnished and almost black. I took Barkeeper's Friend to the rear cleats, which looked the same way, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I would not have imagined that they would have been this color through all that tarnish. Hey guys, how are ya? So I tried using a power washer to get this piece of paint that's going all the way around the entire hull off, and the power washer just doesn't really cut it. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to use this soy strip. You glob it on, you let it sit for a moment, and then you spray or scrape it off. So I'll keep you updated on that. I applied the soy strip all the way around the boat. It's a nice big globby mess. And the research and directions say let it sit for 6 to 12 hours. So I'll check it later today and see if anything peels off. Patience, I guess, is the key here. Yesterday I put on the saran wrap around this water line with the soy-based bottom cleaner or bottom paint remover on it. And so my next step here is to peel that off and see if it scrapes off. Hopefully it does. That's the idea. So that soy-based stuff works pretty good. Take a look at this. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of scrubbing or something to get the rest of it off, but it takes off the majority of it, which is really quite nice. And I'm glad that I covered it with the saran wrap, because that then helps bake that stuff in so it comes off really smooth, real easy. I'm doing a quick walk around to show how the waterline cleaned up. I still had a few spots that needed a little more time before scraping. I have to admit, I did ruin my sweatshirt doing this job. It's now my work sweatshirt, I guess. The gunk is gone, almost ready for barrier coating. Hey everybody, welcome to the shores of Leech Lake. So today we're going to take down the mast. I've got to undo all the cotter pins that are in on the shrouds, and then the crane will come in and we'll drop it. So stay tuned, watch, see how this goes. This was the first time I experienced using a crane to drop a mast on any of my boats. I have to admit, I was a little nervous doing this. On my trimaran, I raise and lower the mast right on the trailer. So this is a little more involved than I'm used to. But it all turned out fantastic. There were 3 of us on the boat, and another 3 or 4 guys on the ground to receive the mast and set it on the blocks. With the mast down, I was now able to inspect it and see what work needs to be done. So this is the mast cap. I'd like to add a spinnaker crane to this, and it looks like the mast headlight could also stand to be replaced. And likewise, the spreader boots are also on the list. The shrouds had that white vinyl cover that you see on many sailboats. They have probably been on this boat for 20 plus years, and here you can see the result. Water and mildew builds up underneath of them and corrodes that wire. I'm in fresh water, I didn't find any rust, but guaranteed I will not be replacing any of that white vinyl stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any tips, let me know in the comments. Follow along as I continue to refit SV Chevrolet. I'll see you in the yard.